Hey, what's up, Crushers? Crushers, I have a special guest with me today. I have Miss Kim from All Living Things, and she is going to talk to us today about gardening. As I told you, the brand is changing into a lifestyle brand. We're going to talk about wellness for the whole body. And something that I've been wanting to do was to start a garden and have my fresh herbs and my fresh vegetables. And I don't know anything about it. So I thought Miss Kim can help us out with that. So I can't give her a proper introduction. So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, her company, and why she started her company, first of all. Kim?
Hi, Janine. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm Kim Cook, CEO and owner of All Living Things LLC, which is a horticulture design and maintenance company. I specialize in indoor plants and succulents, but through COVID, I started gardening. I saw that the food supply was limited and people were fighting in grocery stores. So I was like, let's just grow our own food to sustain, what we can. So learning and having family that's been gardeners and farmers, I just took to it and began to create raised bed gardens and planter boxes and container gardens. So it's just so many things that you can do to grow your own food and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you can eat during these times,
Yeah,
because
gotta need it.
that's right. It's a little necessity
Yeah.
that you have to have out there. So, to grow and to fulfill yourself. And it's just a fulfilling feeling to know that you started something from a seed and it was able to grow into something you could feed yourself and your family. So through
Mm-hmm.
COVID, so thanks to COVID, that branch of my business has was created and it flourished. So I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely.
Myself, I grew collard greens, cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, for others, um, just green beans, butternut squash. It's just, it just makes you, it's so tasty when you say it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I have a
uh,
lot of questions for you regarding the gardening, but I want to back up real quick because you talked about you started with succulents and something else, live plants, basically.
yes, yeah.
What prompted you to start that segment of your business?
Well, in 2017, I had previously worked with plants and maintaining and learning about them. But also growing up, my mom had tons of plants in the house. So I could just remember big trees and taking her time on Saturday morning to clean them and water and trim and, plant leaves all over the place. So I
Mm-hmm.
was always taking the plant leaf and looking at the sap in the inside. And so it just fascinated me. And to see that I had a green thumb and I can maintain, and I like to talk to plant life because they don't talk back. But
Right.
they can be your best friends, and it's very therapeutic to take care of something that's not yourself.
That's right.
And
Uh,
so I just it called me. I definitely wasn't looking for it. I was content working for people, but in the middle of the night, God called me and said, "This is what you need to do." Gave me the name. It's built on the verse Psalm 116:45. I will open my hand and satisfy every living thing.
mm-hmm.
So that's what. Sorry, I saw somebody from high
It's
school.
okay.
That's if
I
God
got you,
satisfies
son.
every living thing, what do you need to be worried about?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. That's real interesting.
yeah.
So, did your mom have names for her plants, or do you?
No, I really don't do that
No,
yet.
I
I do
do.
that
I name my plants. They all have various names, and yeah, so I understand what you're saying about it being real therapeutic because it is.
yet. Hmm.
And to see something grow, like you said, from just a little. I've taken little snippets of someone's plant and
Yeah.
rooted them, and then let them, and then for them to grow into tall trees is like It's like your little kids. Oh, you're so grown up now. So yeah, I'm that special person too. Yeah. But okay, so fast forward now to our gardening. There is something about food that you grow yourself. It
Mhm,
tastes so different
mhm,
from the stuff you buy at the grocery store. And I had no idea until I had like a small garden several years ago.
mhm,
And I mean, like I did squash and zucchini, and I mean, it was so good. It tastes so
mhm.
different. So for someone who's just maybe, I know that this is our gardening time. This is the time to start your garden, spring. Someone just starting. What would you recommend that they dabble in? Something that's easy maintenance, or what would you recommend them actually planting?
For starters, leafy greens are good to maintain. Herbs are really good. They won't take up your time, as tomatoes or cucumbers will, because you have to dig into them and get down and trim with those to make sure they have room. But herbs definitely, because herbs you can do indoors,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have them in a window in a small container and pick off of them and season your food with them. Or do you could do so many things with herbs,
Yeah.
but if you're just looking to season your food or make teas with, or something simple like that,
Mm-hmm.
uh, just to keep it low key, I would
Okay.
definitely say herbs.
Okay. So nothing like I said, I did squash and zucchini and things like that. Was that a little bit more intermediate than beginners?
Yeah, yeah, I would say those getting into your more novice
Okay.
um, gardening,
Mm-hmm.
where you have to be, it needs to be outside. It needs to have enough space. Then you get into fertilizer, and then you have to get into the amendments for your soil, because you just can't use regular soil. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you
Right.
have to have organic matter. If you're not planting right into the ground,
Mm-hmm.
you need the organic matter, because that's not a plant's natural habitat.
That's true. That makes sense. We're trying to do a greenhouse ourselves, and so that's probably something that we'll have to, make sure we have the right type of fertilizer. I've done so many attempted so many outdoor gardens, and
Yeah.
I never it would come out. It would be so pretty. I had pictures of this beautiful garden of all my little seeds coming up, and then the deer would eat it. So I never had the opportunity to eat anything that I would grow. So I'm glad we're going to try the greenhouse,
Yeah.
and see if that helps. But
Okay.
yeah, but so as far as the gardening is concerned, is this something that you are offering to people? Are you teaching classes? I saw on your YouTube channel that you have some gardening tips, like gardening 101 tips.
Mhm, mhm.
Is this something that you are offering to individuals, or I hate to put you on the spot like that, but I just thought that'd be a really good idea.
Oh, no, no problem. It is a great idea. It's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now, I offer services to build and create your gardens. Workshops coming soon, Janine.
Nice. Yes.
So yes, to teach others to grow their own food.
Yeah.
Actually, I do plant runs for people. If you don't know exactly what you want to buy, I can go to the store with you and help educate. And I'll take you around to my favorite places to
Nice.
shop and to look for the right soil, things like of that sort. And also looking to build a community garden in the
Oh,
East Point
nice.
area. So with that, with the community garden, definitely wanted to host some workshops there while we built that community garden to teach others, mainly focusing on children, the youth, because they get so excited.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
want to begin. So
Yes.
to help the youth to understand the necessity of growing our own food is a passion right now.
I see you out here in this community. I see
Thank
your
you.
lives on Instagram where you're feeding people. What can others who may not have met you before, what can we do to help you in your mission as far as trying to build that community garden and the other items that you do? As far as, like I said, I've seen you just driving around. You want some soup, want some food, and you said, what is it that people can do to help you in that mission?
Well, also with that, God drops nuggets on me. So, to last year began feeding the homeless once a month, and this year, um, taking it a different way, focusing more on whole foods, feeding people whole foods, nourishment. And the plan for that is to feed the people from the garden. So every soup that comes out, every smoothie that comes out is going to come from that garden. So right now, that organization is called Golden Hearts, and really taking donations of the physical items right now, working on a 501c3 to get that stood up so we can have the tax exemption for, excuse me, tax deduction for those who donate. And but right now, if you want to help with that and you're in the Metro Atlanta area, please reach out to me and we could definitely coordinate to get that help if you so desire.
I am so ridiculously happy and proud of you.
Thank
I've been
you.
following you for a while, and I remember we had a conversation probably what a year and a half or so ago, maybe two. And to see how far you have come, I had no idea about the whole organization, and I'm just so happy for you.
Thank
I
you.
know that there's plenty of people who's going to have a lot of questions. Like I have a particular plant that I have no idea what it is or how to care for it. I've learned that it doesn't like a lot of watering. So just watching how it is, okay, you don't like to be watered that much, but still, it would be
Mhm.
nice to have some identification. Okay, what is this and how should I care
Mhm.
for it? And so it's nice to have a resource like you, someone who
Definitely.
is, knowledgeable about all of this. I thank you very, very much for coming on. If you can tell everyone how they can find you, with your social media, website, or anything like that, that'd be cool.
Sure, sure. So again, I'm Kim Cook, owner of All Living Things LLC. You can find me on social media, Instagram and Facebook, All Living Things LLC. My website is www.alllivingthings.co. And my YouTube also is All Living Things. If you want plant tips, I have gardening. Last summer we did a whole gardening show, so I have a lot of content on that where I was planting container gardens and herbs and everything like that. So it's all on my YouTube. So I'm trying to get up those subscribers.
So go follow her, everyone. She gave you the channel. Go follow her. Um, so I'll make sure that because I'm going to upload this to my Instagram and to YouTube, so I'll make sure all the links are included to find Miss Kim. I wanted this to be part of the Natural Snob because, like I told you, this is a whole lifestyle. We are trying to live healthier. We want those whole foods, and there's something that is, like she mentioned, so satisfying about growing your own food, bringing it into the kitchen and cooking it up, slicing and dicing it. It's what mankind really is supposed to be doing, honestly.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
thank you for inspiring us. I definitely will be in touch with you as I get the greenhouse up. I'm like, all right, Kim. Actually, I'm probably just gonna have you come on over. I'm like, you're not that far. Just can you come
Let's
over and help me?
go.
So look for my call
Go.
real soon. But thank you so much for joining me. And everyone, go make sure you follow her and get in touch with her if you have any questions. And I thank you guys for chiming in. Take care.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.